Hey everyone, Dr. Mary here. For today's adventure, we're going to Missouri, specifically Louisiana, Missouri. High upon a bluff at its edge, with a marvelous scenic view of the Mississippi River below and to the Illinois countryside beyond, are two parks. One is the John B. Henderson Park, donated by Senator John B. and his wife Mary Foote Henderson in May 1903. The second park, located across the street, is named Riverview and was a later donation of the Luttrell family. It seems the two parks are commonly regarded as one and are not large, even together. The area is very full. There's a statue, a marker, a monument, and other more typical features of a park, such as an overlook, a gazebo, and a few picnic tables. The statue is that of John B. Henderson, who was a native son. An active and prominent leader of the community, he was also a United States Senator, co-author and introducer of the 13th Amendment. The bust, sculpted by John Stokely, was commissioned to help celebrate the bicentennial of the city of Louisiana in 2016. The Bicentennial Committee believed that such an influential and accomplished citizen of the town deserved to be appropriately recognized. The statue of Senator John B. Henderson is featured in a previous episode of Geographer. Not far away from the statue, a small marker gives a brief summary of the senator's accomplishments. Let's see what it says. Henderson Park, John Brooks Henderson, November 16, 1826 to April 13, 1913. Resident of Louisiana, Missouri. City Clerk, State Representative, Brigadier General, Senator, and Judge. Author of the 13th Constitutional Amendment. Early advocate of women's suffrage. Protector of presidential authority. Road builder and peacemaker. Rotary International, 1998, erected by Rotary Club of Louisiana. Just a few steps away in the park, there's a large unusual monument fashioned out of part of an old bridge. It's not concerned with United States Senator Henderson. It's indirectly related to another favorite son of the area, United States Representative and Speaker of the House, Champ Clark. This monument has a lengthy inscription, which reads, "The Champ Clark Bridge was opened in 1928 and connected Louisiana, Missouri with the state of Illinois over the Mississippi River. The Louisiana and Pittsfield Chambers of Commerce agreed on the need for this bridge. This 5-span Baltimore through truss bridge carried 2 lanes of traffic on U.S. Route 54. The deck carried 2 10-foot lanes with no shoulders and a vertical clearance of 14.7 feet. The Champ Clark Bridge was named after James Beauchamp Clark from Bowling Green, Missouri, who was the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives between 1911 and 1919. The Champ Clark Bridge was adopted into the state highway system in 1953. To pay for the construction of the bridge, a toll booth was installed on the west end of the bridge. It operated from the opening in June 1928 until bonds were retired in 1953. Over the 90 years that this beautiful bridge was in use, hundreds of thousands of people have crossed over this symbolic connection between Illinois and Missouri. But more than just bridging together the gap between two states, the monument linked generations, bringing together the 2 Pike counties and joining the commerce of our 2 great states. Despite its historical significance, this bridge will just as easily be remembered for being notoriously narrow. Anyone who drove the bridge dreaded meeting an oncoming truck. The dedication plaque of the original bridge was placed on the front of the monument and reads, 1927, Mississippi River Bridge, Missouri-Illinois Bridge Company. Engineers, Harrington, Howard, and Ash. Contractors, Wisconsin Bridge and Iron Company. Superstructure, the Missouri Valley Bridge and Iron Company. Substructure, the next line is lost. Bear Brass Foundry, Bear, Pennsylvania. A metal page affixed to the back of the monument yields information about the monument itself. Dedicated January 15, 2020. Design, Hannibal High School STEM students, 2018. Text, Pittsfield High School STEM students, 2018. This interpretive panel was derived from a competition among several schools in the region to serve as a historic marker overlooking the new bridge. The competition was included in the contract with Massman Construction Company to mitigate the removal of the historic bridge. That's quite a lot of information here. The bridge that this monument memorializes was named for Champ Clark. Not only is this monument near to the statue of John Henderson, but the two men were near contemporaries in a number of ways as well. John Henderson was a prominent man in Louisiana. James Beauchamp Champ Clark was a prominent man in Bowling Green. Bowling Green, Missouri is 12 miles away from Louisiana, and both towns are in Pike County, Missouri. Both men were lawyers and politicians. John Henderson was a United States Senator from 1862 to 1869, and Champ Clark was a United States Representative from 1909 to 1921, who became Speaker of the House of Representatives, serving from 1911 to 1919. Henderson died in 1913, Clark in 1921. Since both men lived in Washington, D.C., they quite likely knew each other, at least from the time Clark was elected a representative. Originally, the Mississippi River at Louisiana could be crossed by ferry. With the advent of the automobile and the development of the United States numbered highway system in 1926, it seemed time to have a bridge crossing the Mississippi River from Louisiana to Pike County, Illinois. Indeed, the Champ Clark Bridge was built in about the same time frame as U.S. Route 54 was established. The bridge was not built at the low-level ferry crossing, but about a mile upstream, from the bluff of the Missouri side to the lowland of the Illinois side. The bridge was quite long, with 5 spans. Bridge building was risky work. At one point during construction, faulty work led to the collapse of one span, and 2 workers fell. One died, the other severely injured. But the error was corrected, construction resumed, and the bridge was completed. The original Champ Clark Bridge of 1928 survived in service until 2019. That's a long time in service, but there are others that still exist from those first few decades of booming transportation, such as the U.S. Highway 51 Mississippi River Bridge at Chester, Illinois, and the MacArthur Bridge across the Mississippi River at St. Louis, the latter called Death's Diving Board for the number of cars that went over from the narrow bridge into the river. The MacArthur Bridge now serves only rail. The modern bridge that replaced the 1928 Champ Clark Bridge retains the name and continues to join the 2 Pike counties of the 2 states together. Back at the park, what about the observation deck close to the bridge monument? It's quite nice and very new, donated by the Luttrell family, the same family who donated the land for Riverview Park. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, stay safe and travel well.